All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America 2021 channel. And of course, you can find me on Facebook under the logo Joe Price. Friend me on Facebook if you want to see behind the scenes sports, highlight, and collages that I do here on this channel. We have two doubleheader games coming up tonight. Our first one will be game 34. Los Angeles Clippers with a season record of 19 and 15 at Los Angeles Lakers with a season record of 21 and 13. Then we have another game 34 highlight matchup tonight. Brooklyn Nets 26 and 10 at Milwaukee Bucks 18 and 16. Also, feel free to become a subscriber so that way you can catch all the future highlight content I put up on my channel, and you can stay up to date with a lot of my sports content, all right, and league content that I will be doing here on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America 2021. I'd like to thank all of my new subscribers and supporters as well as my old ones. All right, let's get this game underway. I'm excited about this matchup. I hope you are. This is definitely a preview of the Western Conference Final this year. All right, so let's check out the Lakers and the Clippers. This has to be one of the most favorable NBA matchups. We're going to do this matchup tonight. Who do you think will win? Lakers or Clippers? We'll see. We'll see who pull it out. Let's see, LA Clippers. Okay. I think I like the white jersey for the Clippers. Let me see. Then we got the Lakers here. I like the Lakers jersey too. But we're gonna go with icon color. Okay, so we're going with that. Okay, let me see. We're gonna do it like this. The Clippers. We're going with the icon colors. Let's get it. NBA Season 8 2021, Game 34 underway. We're at our 34th game of the season, moving ahead. Let's get it.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. James to Schroeder. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Paul George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Can't connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Here's James. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Beverly. Down low for Leonard. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Leads 4. To J.R. Smith. Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Great look and vision. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. George to Beverly. To Leonard. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
LBJ. To Schroeder. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Has a chance. Cleared by Ibaka. Leonard to Marcus Morris. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Smith to James. Shot from the lane, won't go. PG lets it fly. Deep two there, won't go. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here comes the screen. Davis to Schroeder. Oh, had him going there for a second. Schroeder. His first effort off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Beverly to Ibaka. And the rebound taken down by Kuzma. Schroeder with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Down low for Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Beverly into the front court. Down just a couple. To Leonard. Serge Ibaka. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron James with the rock. To Kyle Kuzma. Probing the defense. Good look that time, but off the mark. Beverly to Ibaka. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. And a nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Paul George, deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Serge Ibaka at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Serge Ibaka pins it. Serge Ibaka sends it away. It's the Clippers with the possession now. And count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Across the timeline comes James. They're down 3. Can't connect from in close. Beverly to Ibaka. The jumper's off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To James. Here comes the screen. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James. LeBron James. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Down the lane to lay it in.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Here comes the screen. James. Short jumper won't go down. Williams across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. To Leonard. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Screen coming. To James. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Williams to Leonard. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James. Cleared by Ibaka. Williams into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Leonard to Beverly. Caldwell Pope. Slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of it.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down 11. Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Gets it in the left corner. Caldwell Pope. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Leonard. Count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. They'll get it down low to Harrell. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly to Leonard. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. To Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the 24. To Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Much needed bucket right there with the three. This game, long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
The first quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Great pass to set it up. Marcus Morris, strong finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. Lead is 12. Hat-trick Beverly. He's 2 for 2 now.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard. Out of bounds. It's James. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Another follow. No good. James into the front court. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. James. Doesn't get the bounce. Leonard. Missed it. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Marc Gasol swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 20, Anthony Davis. Into the game for the Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Leonard to George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Patrick Beverley, 3 for 3 in this first half.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles, they have it. Schroeder to J.R. Smith. Take stock of the floor. Schroeder to Davis. Runner here, won't go. Leonard to Beverley. Anthony Davis sends it away. Smith with it up top, trailing by 14. To Gasol. And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Marc Gasol has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. George to Marcus Morris.
Dom, let's go Lakers. This is my team.
Here's Schroeder with it. His guys currently down by 13. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Ibaka to Paul George. 4-3. Can't get the bounce. Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. Kuzma to Schroeder. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. And Marc Gasol using his entire frame to bury the 3.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To George. To Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down
Joe
below.
put me a
with
moderator.
long wingspans that can block your shot.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is?
We are longtime
he's prepared
friends.
and he's experienced. That's why you can get your 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Shot won't go. To Beverley. Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
New blood coming in for both sides. Won't go. To Schroeder. From the outside, no good. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11 to George. Batum driving right to the basket. To Nick Batum. Shot clock winding down. Batum to Paul George for 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Beverly. Here comes the screen. Paul George, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Schroeder to Davis. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Batum to George. Here comes the screen. Ibaka to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. To Paul George. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Marcus Morris. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Kuzma. Nikola Batum. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. James to Gasol. Schroeder here against Ginobili. Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ginobili guarded by Schroeder. To George. Batum. off the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James to Schroeder. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul George. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Paul George, now 3 for 9.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To James. Shot clock winding down. And George able to gobble up the rebound. George to Marcus Morris. And scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Schroeder. And finishes strong.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Able to recover with the block. First half in the books, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it. These troubles started right away, and they also need to go away right away. They've also got to have to figure it out.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Williams across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka, 4 out of 7.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Davis. James, he still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Has a look. He buries it off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
LBJ has it. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Ibaka. Beverly. Baseline drive. He's looking for that touch. James to Davis. Kuzma to James. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 12. To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LBJ with it. To Davis. Sizing up the defense. Kuzma. Paul George to Williams. To Paul George. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Here comes the screen. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Beverly to George. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys down big. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Beverly to Marcus Morris. George cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Able to convert inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Williams to Paul George. Trying to cash in, knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Shot from in close, no good. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Davis. Working the outside to J.R. Smith. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Davis. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. It's the second. One more coming.
That boy got jumper.
And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Anthony Davis. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
George to Ibaka. Leonard. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Knocked loose. Kuzma matched up with Paul George. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To George. Here comes the screen. Paul George. Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
James to Davis. Serge Ibaka rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
George, they'll get it down to Leonard with the flush, taking on all comers.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And 2 for AD.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Smith with the basketball. 14-point deficit, and he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
J.R. Smith, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, counted.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Has a chance. Beverly shot no good. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The deficit now up to 13. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Dennis Schroeder trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. To Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lakers ball. Schroeder. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Schroeder with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Scores from the post.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Leonard. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time to shuffle things up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Shot from the lane won't go. Caldwell Pope matched up with Ginobili. To Davis. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Caldwell Pope to Schroeder. To Davis. Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Clippers have the basketball. Paul George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Markieff Morris. George to Leonard. Beverly off the iron. No good. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Leonard to Luke Kennard. Leonard to Beverly. Paul George to Beverly. George. That's good D. Shot no good.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
And look out.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Here's Schroeder with it. Trailing by 10. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Luke Kennard.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
To Beverly. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to Paul George. From long range. Won't go down. It's Cook with the basketball. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Davis. Clippers have got it. Anthony Davis. Huge block. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. And strokes it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Clippers are out in front. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
5 to shoot. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Caldwell Pope against Paul George. In the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
George to Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Marcus Morris. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. It's PG for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Cook to bring it into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Beverly to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Davis. Trying to cash in. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Knocked loose. It's a big finish.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to George. To Leonard. Ibaka. To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Contested shot. Marcus Morris can't hit.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, Get to the free throw line. See the ball go in the hole.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to George. Has a chance. No good. No date.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To James. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leonard to Paul George. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And he drains it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul George to Beverly. Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Quinn Cook. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard to George. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Here comes the screen. James, at long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Williams to Leonard. Williams to Marcus Morris. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Los Angeles has the basketball. Schroeder to Gasol. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Williams. Short jumper off the mark. It's LeBron. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Williams. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Lou Williams. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The margin standing now at 7. James. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
To Ibaka. George. To Leonard. LeBron with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Missed a wide open look. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. Not that time. Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Nice pass to get things going.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Short jumper won't fall. Williams across the timeline. Up by 6. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Kuzma to J.R. Smith. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Changes coming from both sides right now. Clippers with the basketball. To Beverly. Here comes the screen. Beverly. To Leonard. Anthony Davis with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Davis, deep left corner. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Chance here for LeBron. That's no good. Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Smith to Kyle Kuzma. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Dennis Schroeder. And Boban there to take in the rebound. To Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul, and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Anthony Davis matched up with Paul George. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win in a nail-biter. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers just couldn't close this one out. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Paul George put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Middleton. Lopez. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Hill to Adetokunbo. It was right there. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by 2. Harden. Milwaukee with the basketball. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant sets him up, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Harden in possession, down just a couple. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Drew Holiday missed his first. That one goes.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Harden shoots. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Off the mark.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Durant. His first effort off the mark. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Holiday. George Hill. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Sizing up the defense. Brook Lopez. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Harden to Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. James Harden fires for 2, knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Holiday to George Hill. Off the assist.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Harden has it up the floor. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Offensive slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Harden into the front court. The score 12-8. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. To Adetokunbo. Holiday to Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Harden. Here comes the screen. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Hill to Adetokunbo. DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Brooklyn's got it. Harden. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Take stock of the floor. Adetokunbo to Lopez. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Backcourt violation is called. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Short jumper stays out.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
James Harden. He's 3 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harden in possession. 14-10 the score. From long range, well, their first 3, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Here comes the screen. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Durant. Harden. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Adetokunbo. Open look. Off the mark. Well contested. Kevin Durant with the rock. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Short jumper won't fall.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Short jumper misses. Korver to Adetokunbo. Kevin Durant swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Harden. Short jumper won't go down. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Driving right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now at 40% from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it.
Number 33, Allen Brown.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Holiday in possession.
NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
James Harden, keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To DiVincenzo. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Brooklyn with the basketball. And count the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Giannis with it up top. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter.
Big pick right there.
Nikola Mirotic rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Antetokounmpo. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. James Harden, he's at 50%. Solid.
They're going to have to find
NBA
answers
Season 8
defensively and
2021
quickly,
matchup
because he's
coming up
carving them
next.
in the
Utah
first
Jazz 266 Miami Heat 1517.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the period with the Nets in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. It's Harden. Gets a look.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Phoenix Suns 2011 Golden State Warriors 1815.
To Holiday. Gets it in the right corner. Here's Lopez. Down low. Brook Lopez. 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jay. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
To Holiday.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Toronto Raptors 1320 Philadelphia 76ers 249.
Second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Second and 3, off the mark.
Number 33, Allen Brown. Stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 3, George Hill.
Harden with it up top. They trail by 1. Has a look. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Korver to Lopez. With a drop step. Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
George Hill to Lopez. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good.
Entering the game for the Brooklyn Nets, number 20, DeAndre Jordan. Subbing in for the
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Jordan. With a drop step. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Holiday in possession. Leads a bucket. Has a chance. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
comes the screen. Shot for James Harden. Won't go. Hill into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Drew Holiday here against Harden. To Lopez. And stuffs it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden shot, no good. Middleton to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
So you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant to Harden.
Number 13, Malcolm Brogdon.
Durant to Harden. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Brogdon to Holiday. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Nets have the basketball. Durant to Jordan. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 3, George Hill.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team on top by 8. Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez. DeAndre Jordan. Tips it. Hill. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Harden. Baseline drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. The Bucks at the controls to Holiday. Here's Lopez down low. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Harden in possession. They trail by 7. Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 2 for 2 now.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Bucks at the controls. Holiday to Lopez. Probing the defense. Middleton to Holiday. Fires the 3. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. It's a second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws. Harden into the front court. Down 8. DiVincenzo to Holiday. The drive right to the basket. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. The follow won't go either. Dinwiddie into the front court. Margins 8. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Can't connect from inside. Adetokunbo to Holiday. Oh, he had it. To Dinwiddie. To Harden. Jordan. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Karis LeVert has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second one as well. Brook Lopez sends it away. Durant. Down low to Jordan. No good. Holiday. To Adetokunbo. To Holiday. Fine to shoot. Shot by Lopez off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Dinwiddie. No, I missed a short one there. To Holiday. Drew Holiday. Now 4 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Jordan to Durant. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first.
Subbing in for Brooklyn, number 3, David West. Stepping in for the Bucks, number 9.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Dinwiddie into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Can slam it down. Middleton to Lopez. Won't go. It's in the hands of James Harden. Down to West. Oh, nice find for the basket.
The assist from number 13, James Harden.
Holiday controls the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Dinwiddie with the basketball. 9-point margin. 4-3. That's how you defend. MILWAUKEE from 3/4 court. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Bucks are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Brooklyn Nets are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. The problem became more apparent to me closer to halftime, resulting in the kind of plays in our highlight package.
Player of the half.
I'll take Tecumpo. Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead stands at 9. To Holiday. Count the basket inside.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Durant to Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. To Harden. For Durant, down low. Finish that. Giannis with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Lopez. Trying to cash in. Shot by Lopez, off the mark. To Durant. Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Durant. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nets have it. Harden. Giannis Adetokunbo with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Hill across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Screen coming. Drew Holiday matched up with Durant. And the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Durant. Harden. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
To Hill. Middleton. And the finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Harden. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. It's Brooklyn's ball. Surveys the floor. To Harden. Locked in. Durant to Jordan. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Giannis with it up top. His team on top by 13. Holiday, they'll get it down low to Lopez. Kicks it around the perimeter to Holiday. And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Brook Lopez, he's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw.
Number 41, Nikola Mirotic.
And gets both to drop at the line. James Harden at the controls. To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Lopez. Big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Driving right to the basket. A lot of contact. No whistle. Hill into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday here against Harden. To Middleton. Down to 5 on the 24 to Lopez. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Drew Holiday with a chance at a 4-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. And hits at the line. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
To Durant. scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Holiday to George Hill. Giannis for two. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Bucks at the controls to Middleton. Holiday. Oh, emphatic slam.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen. Runner here won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Durant to Jordan. Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. DeAndre Jordan pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Hill. Had a chance, but it's no good. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Knocks it down off the step back.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Middleton. Holiday. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Nothing going here on that drive. Durant to Dinwiddie. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Deep 2 there. Won't go. George Hill to Adetokunbo. And that one out of bounds off a buck. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Nets, number 17, Ed Davis.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. To Jordan. Nice finish at the rim.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Korver. Brogdon. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here comes the screen. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Match up.
DiVincenzo to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen.
Double team. Here we go.
Adetokunbo to DiVincenzo. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Nothing going here on that drive. Milwaukee with the basketball. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Davis. Nikola Mirotic with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Has a look. Levert with a shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
And Davis, good touch.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with an easy lay right there.
I'm on D.
Adetokunbo to Korver. DiVincenzo to Adetokunbo. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it in the left corner. Cleans it up. Offensive board.
Screen coming.
To Jordan. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Off the mark at the line. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Bucks in control so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo passed it off. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. 2-point shot for James Harden. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Hill across the timeline. Looking to make something happen to Adetokunbo. Another chance. Nene with the rebound. Harden. Rebound pulled down by Giannis.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Korver. Adetokunbo. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, counted.
Into the game for the Bucks, number 13, Malcolm Brogdon.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Adetokunbo.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Korver to Adetokunbo. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. First one goes down.
Number 11 for Brooklyn, number 13.
And he makes them both. Brooklyn with the basketball to Harden. Nene with the dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
You're on the island now.
To Adetokunbo. And throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
The assist from number 50.
To Jordan. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Korver. Adetokunbo. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Number 9, Damari Carroll.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Jordan.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Brook Lopez sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. The Bucks at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound.
Hey, lock up.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Korver. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Harden. shot that time.
Oh, yeah.
To Adetokunbo. Korver.
I got double.
Can't miss those. To Harden. Jordan. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Adetokunbo to Korver. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo. And Jordan able to secure the rebound. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. To Adetokunbo. Korver. To Adetokunbo. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Chris Middleton with the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. To Harden. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed and I want to go home, too. But fouls like that only stop the clock for Holmes.
Nikola Mirotic. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Nope. First one does not go.
For the Brooklyn Nets, number 33, Allen Crabbe. Into the game for the Bucks, number 11.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Harden in possession. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Harden to Allen Crabbe. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Adetokunbo. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nets have the basketball. Harden to Dinwiddie. Screen coming. 5 on the shot clock. Harden. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Almost unlucky bounce. Giannis with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Probing the defense. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Count the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Harden to Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Harden to Durant. From long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Rebound taken in by the Nets. Durant to Jordan, down low. Nice pass to set things up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Adetokunbo.
I'm here.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Adetokunbo. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks put together a nice win here today, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The Milwaukee Bucks played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time,
Play
I'm
with
Jalen
me.
Rose, signing off.